Hi, I'm Coach Bill Leach. I'm a running coach for the Chicago Area Runners Association, also known as CARA. I also work closely with the Boston Performance Training Program. I'm going to provide you with some training tips today. I want to introduce you to the PAF of running. PAF is an acronym for posture, arm swing, and foot strike. If you can get those three aspects of your running skill done at a high level, your running efficiency is going to rise to a high level. You're going to run faster, you're going to be much less likely to become injured, and you're going to have a lot more fun in your running. Runners can run most efficiently when their posture is perfectly upright. The torso in an upright posture is perpendicular to the ground, not leaning forward, not leaning backward, but perfectly upright. Arm swing is absolutely critical for efficient, healthful running. Our feet move as fast as our arms move. If we want to speed up, we move our arms more rapidly. If we want to slow down, we simply slow our arms in the movement while running. The result is our cadence, our turnover slows. When we run efficiently, our arm swing is generally exaggerated to the back. Notice a triangle of daylight right through here. That is the ideal arm swing that we want. Notice my thumb is right at the side of my hip. I want the tip of this thumb to touch the top of my hip bone right here. That will bring the elbow back. It'll create a little bit of rotation, but most of all, it's going to lead to really efficient, healthful running for your endurance running, specifically for marathoners and any endurance running distances. Foot strike location plays a huge role in your running efficiency and in your running health. What we want is a foot strike location that is as close as possible to a straight line drop down from the front of our hips to the ground. So as your leg goes forward, and when we look at elite runners, the most efficient running models for excellence, we see a foot strike that comes back to a point that's very close to. It seldom gets beneath the hip, but we want to get as close as possible where the foot strikes the ground. We do that by limiting knee lift and by doing a lot of running drills that recruit the firing of the muscles at the back of the hip so this foot can come back down. When you're running, one way to make sure your foot strike doesn't get too far in front is to use peripheral vision to identify whether or not you can see any part of your legs or feet. If you can see any part of your legs or feet when you're looking out front, when you're running, they're too far forward. And if they don't get too far forward, it's so much easier to bring that foot down and get a foot strike point that's right here. Once you get that foot strike point at this location, it's going to cost you less oxygen, less fuel, and you're going to be much less likely to become injured in any running activities. Now let's take a good look at posture, arm swing, and foot strike in action. Notice the runner as she progresses along has a torso which is nearly perfectly perpendicular to the ground. Just exactly up and down, exactly the way we would like it to be. Now we're going to take a look at arm swing. Look at the hand come right to the side of the hips and to create a nice little triangle of daylight at this point. Just what we want to see in runners. And then as we take a look at foot strike, we see a foot that gets too far out front of the knee and lands in a position that will slow the runner and increase injury risk. Ideally, we would want that knee to swing forward and the foot to only get to about this point before it begins a backward path to land at a point about right there beneath the front of the hips. This is Coach Bill Leach again. Thanks for joining us for this video. I encourage you to stay in touch with CARA, the Chicago Area Runners Association, for further details for your training programs, including Boston Performance Training. Please go to cararuns.org for further information.